6:30.
You gonna say hi to the people?
Hi to the people.
Wait a minute.
Really? You're not going to.
That's what you gonna say?
You're not going to introduce?
Hello,
You gonna introduce
everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi up there.
You gonna tell me your name?
Yes. You know what? Apparently, we have a guest today on the show.
Yeah, I'm a little wet too. I'm wetter than a...
Listen, I done came to Philly and a whole monsoon's up here. But nevertheless, we are here. It doesn't matter. We're live with Dennis from Ignorant Thinkers Podcast. Welcome, welcome to the Wildcard show. What up, though?
I just realized that.
What?
That y'all named the show Wildcard. I didn't realize that until I was like, wait a minute. I thought I gave her a name. Like, what?
You did, I ignored you. But here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome again. Right is going to be joining us shortly. But I am here. Yes, I made it, y'all. For those who follow me, y'all saw me flying last night. I am here. Rain, sleet, or snow, or whatever it was going to be. I was going to be
snow.
here. Not snow.
Not sleet.
You know, we don't do the snow no more.
Not snow and sleet.
But,
I like
yes.
the snow.
No,
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Snow and sleet.
But yes, we are here, and I'm excited. And like I said, it's the Wildcard show. So you know what that means. That means anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes. Okay? So,
Type of trick ass question you got.
you know what? So this is what I noticed. This is our first time on Sweet Love recording together, Mr.
Yeah,
Holmes.
because I told you don't. You told me you gotta hustle me. Remember you said that shit? And I told you
Wait,
wouldn't. And I said you won't do 3 shows in October. Didn't I say that?
This is 2.
And there's still 2 days left.
This is two
Exactly.
shows. This is 2 shows. But I am here nevertheless, you know, and we're going to get this party started. There goes by.
Hey.
Oh, is this Facebook?
It is. The other one is here. Haha.
Flag on play.
Mm-hmm.
Flag on the
Old flag on play.
But it's all right. We wanted to jump on and get started because, you know, I know
We're a little tardy for the party.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta try. So what's the first question?
The first question. Listen, you, sir.
I was the target one.
Listen.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, that's when you keep your notes at?
No.
That's
Because
when I was
I
taking
can't
notes.
read
Oh.
from this far, and we're not trying to struggle Sunday. And I do see comments coming up, and I think, what's that, Instagram you said?
It's coming up.
Okay, so this is Facebook. Okay, gotcha. So I want to make sure that I look and see what's going on and go from there, so we don't miss anything.
Oh, that's what that was well written? Child.
Probably my phone. Probably my phone. Yeah, but we are here. Okay, yep.
I don't.
Oh, the chocolate girl. Hey, Sharon. The chocolate girl is here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. In the building.
Depends on what we're talking about today. I'm just gonna let everybody know I got no
It's
hit.
the Wildcard show.
And how many people here?
The Wildcard show. Give me a right. You're right. Can you want me to go a little bit?
Just a smidgen.
Yeah, this is good. I'm good. I can still scoot.
Okay.
I'm good. So yeah.
You want to
Little
scoot
closer.
you good?
A little closer.
I don't think we should be that
Oh,
close.
I'm not even. But you got that. Run that.
I got that. Okay.
You got that. Run that.
Instagram, what up though?
You got that. Run that.
Hey, Instagram.
So we're going to get into it. I'm Tavai. This is Elise, the A in Sweet Love TMA. Mercedes is on hiatus for the week. But we have our 4th member of the show, Dennis, from Ignorant Thinkers Podcast.
I got my contract in my book, baby.
Yeah. Oh, no. 1099s over here.
Oh my
Tax
god.
season is among us. But no, we're going to get into it. It is our wild card show, and that is everything is on the table. But we do have a comment that says, "Don't be sitting too close to my man now." So check this
Oh,
out.
my chocolate. My chocolate.
Check this out.
My chocolate
Don't
segment.
Don't get dragged out here in the streets.
Ooh.
Damn. Yes.
So they dragged us around the streets.
Why not?
Why you? Y'all?
No.
What the?
better not to get dragged out here in these streets.
Right, listen. It's all love. It's all love.
All love.
All
So,
love.
Dennis, what do you have going on with Ignorant Thinkers podcast? We know you are constantly adding new hosts, new shows, new topics. What do you have going on, and where can the people find you?
I'm on every social media platform. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'm on about 9 different podcast platforms: Apple, Google, Spotify. I'm not on Amazon. I don't know why. Need to work that out, because I even have Amazon Prime, which don't make sense.
Yeah.
But one of my newest and best adventures that I got going on is the side journal.
Yes.
It will just come to you every Saturday morning. There's a couple of reasons why I did the side journal. Number one, it was kind of the first show that I actually wanted to do.
Okay.
And I actually had somebody else in mind, but, I actually had 2 other girls in mind. And I just wasn't feeling the second girl's vibe.
Okay.
It just wasn't it. So then, Sharon came along, and it's been the perfect connection. That's my chocolate over there.
All right.
So that's been good. And also, I wanted to take over like the morning market because, no disrespect, but everybody that's got the morning radio shows old.
Yeah.
From Steve Harvey to Tom Joyner. So eventually they're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to take their money.
Hey.
Not take their money.
Yeah, whatever money they get, I'm trying to take that.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
I'm mad at you. Not mad at you at all. Okay.
Right. So I'm just preparing myself to be coming on in the mornings.
Okay.
Every Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. What do you got going on Sunday?
Yeah, that's for Ultra League Sports Sunday morning.
Okay.
We actually on 34th and Lancaster
Okay.
in the studio.
Awesome. So, without further ado, we're going to get into these wild card questions. And so I am also big on TikTok. Sweet Love is working out some kinks of getting our presence heavy on there. But personally, I spend a lot of goddamn time on TikTok. So we're going to address some of these TikTok conversations and things that tend to trend on there. Yeah. And the first one that comes to my mind is that goddamn question of, what do you bring to the table?
Oh my God.
What is your answer? Or okay, 2 questions. Would you ask a female what she brings to the table? And what is it that you need to hear before you move on?
Move on where? Like from like the conversation to going on a date, or move on from we just chilling and doing our thing to we in a relationship?
Moving on to the relationship. Because dates, I feel like anybody can bag a relationship. I don't think, and this is my personal opinion, and you guys can challenge us in the comment section, but for me personally, I don't feel like it takes that much work to bag a date.
A date, right.
Yeah, I feel like a relationship is a harder thing to secure.
Right.
If you put the work in. That's one of the things that I will be looking for to see, like, what is it that you can do to make me actually want to be in a relationship? Because if I can get everything I need out of you without being in a relationship, what's the point of us being in a relationship?
Exclusive.
Right. And exclusive for who?
So is that kind of like, what did it say back in the day?
If you're getting the milk for free, why
yeah,
you
getting a pound of cow, exactly.
That's one. On another note, you gotta guard your heart, man. I learned that. Sharon told me that the other week. You gotta guard your heart. It's actually in the Bible too. But yeah, you gotta guard your heart. You ain't too sure that you can trust everybody.
Right.
Like it was a scenario out there, right, where somebody told me that, they was dating a guy and they never, like, they just, she felt as though they was having sex, so they was in a relationship. So he didn't know officially when they got in a relationship, but she did know before he was messing with her, he was in them streets, like, getting women all the time. Well, a couple years go down the line, and he found out that he got 3 kids, and they all 3.
Project triplets.
That's it.
Yeah.
Project triplets. Okay.
How do you handle that situation? See, that's the point of like, if you're gonna say you're gonna move into a relationship, both parties need to know exactly when you moved into that relationship.
Absolutely.
It can't just be, oh yeah, we had sex twice, you mine now. Like,
No.
So how do you say it to them?
What do you mean?
What do you say to say we're now exclusive?
You know what? I'm sorry. I know you asked her, but I'm.
I was asking y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay. No. I'm just saying because. Number one, I don't feel like people have that conversation anymore like they do back then. They make a big deal about, we are now exclusive, whatever. They probably should. But I don't feel like they have those conversations anymore. Those conversations are kind of like lost. And we're like, hey, listen, I don't want you to be with nobody else. I'm not going to be with nobody else. I'm not going to be dealing with nobody else. Let's cut it down and let's whatever. People don't have those conversations anymore and make a deal of it.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I will say. That's just something, and that's why I think maybe like, man, she keep hounding me to knock it down because we're not talking. We're not having that conversation to be like, where, with the dreaded, where are we? What are we doing? Conversation.
I mean, for me personally, that is the time where I will probably be the most annoying and the most nagging because it's like playing a video game and where you unlock certain things by putting in codes or accomplishing certain tasks. You're not going to get everything with me if I don't know where we are.
Right.
So for me, I need to know before I am doing X, Y, and Z what we are and what our status is and what our situation is. So I don't have a problem with having and asking what are we, because I'm not okay with that just talking. I talk to telemarketers, I talk to bill collectors, and I talk to clients. So I need a little bit more than that. I need to know where we are and what's the substance and what's the depth and what we're doing.
Right.
Because talking really doesn't hold much weight. I need to know if we are building, goal chasing, what are we doing before I really invest time and energy. You cannot get time back. So for me personally, I don't have a problem with asking that question flat out and outright. If we're in a situation where it's friends with benefits and we're both mutually there, but I have a problem with when you are, there's a monster down there.
I was about to say, I got the strongest vibrator in the world. Fucking toes is just going.
Oh my god, I can't.
No.
She vibrate with a back brace or something?
No, it's a monster.
That's what I was. Sorry about that, y'all.
Absolutely.
That motherfucker just went off. I was like, yo!
There's a monster in the basement. There's a graveyard in the back. It's a lot going on over here. But yeah, straightforward conversation. I feel like if you have a straightforward conversation, you avoid that. How do you sneak into a relationship? Because I would be like, I did not approve this message.
Right, exactly. But you know what?
It happens.
It does. People just kind of like.
It happens.
But no, it's more.
I think they get to a point where it's like, oh, we're going to a cookout. You're gonna meet my family, and
I don't want you to meet my team if we not 100.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
I'm telling you that this is maybe y'all don't, but this is what happens. All right, meet the family. They don't move. First they came in, they used to have a book bag. You see I got a whole bag. Yeah, they had a book bag, I got the whole bag. Next thing you know, they don't even have a bag. All their clothes upstairs in the drawer. I'm just letting you know. That's how it starts.
It starts with laundry.
It starts with laundry. Laundry is a big thing. Shout out to the women that do laundry out there. Shout out to y'all. I approve all women that do laundry. The ones that go to the laundromat, child, I can't do that. Y'all got that.
It starts off with the toothbrush. Don't get it twisted. It starts off with the toothbrush.
No, I'm here to tell you, like
little stuff like that you left. Like, oh, I left this, or hey, did you leave this? Sometimes I'm just like, oh, until somebody asks, and they're like, oh, yeah, I figured you didn't want it, so I threw it away.
But that's how I feel. Like, everybody can offer amenities. I will give you a toothbrush, a washcloth, some soap, and whatever else you need, and you can either take it with you or I'm going to throw it in the trash. But that doesn't mean that you stay here, that you live here, and that you can come back here. Please don't get that twisted. That does not mean that we are now in a forthcoming relationship, but Dennis is dancing around my question.
What?
He has not answered
Listen.
what it means when somebody says that. What do you bring to the table? What do you
What
need
do
to
it mean
hear?
to me is
What it
different.
means to you? I'm not asking.
I don't really ask when you bring it to me. I actually sit back and watch.
Okay.
Because your action's going to show me everything. Like I was just saying the other day, I was like, I appreciate the women that send, the nasty pics. But I'm watching your nasty pic to see what's around the floor. Like, if your shit is dirty in the nasty pic, all right, obviously you ain't cleaning the fuck up. Because you done got naked in that nasty shit, so obviously you don't clean up. Let's get that out the way.
That brings me to another TikTok, but go ahead, Alicia.
Because
It brings me to another
something
TikTok.
wrong with, I mean, but honestly,
Instagram went down, so we're just fighting with Facebook.
we just fight on Facebook. But because really though, if you're okay, but at what point? So you're just gonna? I feel like I'm really big on wasting time, right? So you're just gonna wait and see what they bring to the table versus because usually that what do you bring to the table is like second, third, or first conversation type thing right nowadays. So you're just gonna be like, I'm just gonna wait.
I gotta feel you out, see who you are.
See who you are, your actions versus what you bring to the table.
Right, I gotta feel you out, see who you are. I'm a dude coming off a divorce. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely taking my motherfucking time. This ain't nothing I'm sliding into. I ain't sliding in your DM. No, I'll call you. Okay? No, not sliding it. I'll call you. Yeah. I don't have FaceTime, so I'm not looking at you all fucking day. Get that out the way. I just want to hear your voice. Sometimes you sound better than you look.
Hey, radio voices.
Right.
Not sound better than you look. Okay. So that's your answer. You don't want to have. You're not going to ask that question. You're not.
Not straight off the bat like
no,
that.
wait a second. Let me just flip it a little bit. Will you answer that question?
Yeah, I answer.
Your answer to the question. So you're okay with somebody asking you that?
No, you can ask.
So what's your answer? So what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't never been asked. But...
Oh!
Oh wait, we're gonna let you think. Elise, if you were asked that question, what do you bring to the table? What?
Everything. No.
Oh shit!
I don't bring everything.
Everything seasoning, okay, which has the sesame seed, the
everything seasoning. I mean I always think that's a tough question to ask. Because I feel like when people ask that question, it's only been asking that question in conversation because I don't like talking about myself, and I don't like talking about myself in a way of like I'm just like I'm just selling myself. I feel like I'm selling myself when I'm saying that. So it's like, I mean, I prefer
that is what you're doing.
right, but it's not. But I don't feel like it's like it's something that a job says. I don't know how to switch it to a job question, interview question for job, but I feel like I'm at a job. Like, what
qualifications do you have that best fit this role?
Exactly. That is exactly what it is. I'm like, okay, but I'm applying to be a wife, so in my brain, I have to answer those kind of questions. But if I'm applying to if someone asks me, like, what do you bring to the table? And he's just a hoe, then I'm like, well, I bring a little Laffy Taffy, and I bring a little
she think that he wants to get a wife.
But that's
not all these dudes want to get married.
But that is a different conversation. That's a different question.
So that's what I'm saying. How do you know what position you're applying for?
You don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I really don't
know what position I'm applying for. So when I answer that question, first of all, if a guy is asking that question, I don't think he just wants sex.
No, I feel
there's some players out there.
I feel
you gotta watch the players.
Listen, I feel like the internet has made it a very easy question to ask, and I agree with Dennis. You need to know what role you're applying for. Like if this is a friends with benefits, hit me up when you're lonely, it's cold outside type situation. You don't need to know about all the extenuating benefits that I offer or the full package. You get the basic package of me if that's what we're doing. But you do need to know what role you're applying for.
Okay, so you come in packages. I like that.
I do. It is a basic, a premium, and A plus.
Right. Yeah.
They're packages.
Me on the other hand, I kind of fill out what the situation is. If I know this ain't going, sometimes I just feel this ain't going nowhere. So I ain't even about to waste my time.
You're not wasting your time asking no questions like that to somebody not going nowhere.
Well, I don't ask the question.
I know you don't ask the question, but I'm saying a guy is not. You know, I get players out here, but really nobody really has to play a game because people just offer info willy-nilly now. So
I mean, realistically,
girls like they used to be like, you know, what could you do for me? It's dick. That's what you really want to say.
But that's the smart answer to a girl saying, what can you do for me? But that type of girl is acting that. Ain't no girl that you of value gonna be like, what can you do for me? Type situation.
No, ain't no girl that I've been in a relationship actually said that.
No, and they won't. But I don't know. I joke and say packages, but I think for me it's like you just like we talk about time. I need to know how much time I'm investing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we figure out what it is early on that this isn't going to lead to a relationship, and I don't want a relationship, I want whatever needs you can meet, then we cool. Nobody's feelings is going to get hurt or should get hurt at the end of the day. I feel like feelings get hurt when things are murky and it's not clear and it's unsure.
Communication.
Yeah.
Communication is absolutely positively key. Communication is the clutch in everything.
But that's what it does boil down to. Everything revolving anything that's right. Communication is the key to success. Good communication is the key to success.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. You put this over there.
He's like, let me put this down.
Wait, you're not ready. You're not ready. Next question.
How did it bad?
I don't know. It may or may not be that bad. Have you made a life change in anticipation for a person?
Yeah. I've done things. You know how you be like, I'm not gonna do this and I ain't gonna do that. You know, I don't give a fuck what relationship I'm in. Well, I've been in relationships where like I broke. I ain't gonna lie, I've been and broke. You know, rules that I said that I wasn't gonna do to try to sacrifice for the betterment of a relationship.
Yeah.
Ain't work out, but you try.
I can want to ask the second part today. At least if you answer.
I have to think about that.
Okay.
You gotta. It's like a bend and break thing, you know.
I mean, for me personally, I have. You know, how much transparency do we have at 9:09 on Friday?
Transparency. Go for it.
I feel like for me, you know, we are now in the era where the curvy, thick, plus size community is very much well embraced. But early on in college, in my dating experience, it was like a hit or miss. And so weight loss was something that I really seriously contemplated because that might have been something that the other person wanted. Full transparency on that one. And so for me, that was something that I had to think about, consider, because it was like, well, they like me, but they would like me more if I was smaller. You know, so that was a conversation. That was something that I thought about. That was something that I was willing to change for another person.
Did it work out?
Did it work out? No, and it didn't work out not because I didn't make modifications. It just didn't work out because they were an asshole. And so what had nothing to do with the other.
From one asshole to another. I understand the asshole.
One had nothing to do with the other.
Okay. We had a couple comments. One was like, yes, and I think that's the answer to, did I ever make that change? And the other one was, that's true, but good sex changes everything. Hey!
No, it don't.
It
I
could,
don't.
no.
No.
You know why I say it don't?
Tolerate
Because if you
things
a
more
jerk-
than just
You know why I say it don't? Because the person you had the best sex with is not the one you end up with.
And even if you do, you're still compromising on things. You're still compromising on things. You're compromising on things that can't be figured out in the bedroom. You're compromising on principles. You're compromising on things. I don't care
And a lot
what
of
nobody
people get lazy. Like, they believe that it's only a couple people that can make them get to that point and hit that spot and stuff like that.
Shit.
I really believe you have to put that work in and training people. Like, it literally is what it is. Like, that's why jobs go through a lot of people in training for positions. It's just the same way. You have to keep putting that work in. You could give them the blueprint and say, here it is. They still will fuck it up.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't actually put in the work, put in the actual work to get it done, then that's why everybody watch Sex, Love, and Goop on Netflix. It'll change your life. But
I don't like Netflix.
Big Purr, borrow somebody's password.
Borrow somebody's password and get on that thing because
I see I got 2 password contenders here. So I guess I'll be borrowing somebody's password.
Borrow.
Right. So, and they said a comment, I had to change my attitude. I was naturally aggressive, but it was actually a turn off for a while because it came off like I lacked feminine energy.
Yes.
False.
Yes.
So,
Yes, I agree. The independent black woman, the angry black woman, the strong black woman does not put us in the position to be soft and feminine.
Right.
And I believe when you are able to really tap into that, and when you get an individual who appreciates that, supports that, and proves themselves to be worthy, and what I mean by that is they can handle their own and take care of you. It makes the difference in a relationship.
Yeah.
To have somebody who doesn't look at your femininity or your softness as a weakness is awesome.
I find somebody that appreciates you for you.
For you, absolutely. I think that is a moment. That individual is absolutely special.
Yeah.
They're a unicorn.
Period. A daggone unicorn because.
I don't know.
You don't think
I
so?
don't see myself that difficult to deal with personally.
I don't think
Don't look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that while we on this live. Don't you do it.
I'm difficult to deal with
do it
either. But you don't really learn and know until you get out of the relationship and you talk to your ex and you have to be very reflective and you be like, man, I really fucked up. I fumbled the ball.
I don't know if we should talk to. I think you need to talk to all your exes and see if it's a repeated pattern.
I have talked.
That's what you need to do.
I know my repeated pattern.
I know mine.
my repeated pattern. I know mine, and it's harder. My repeated pattern has been, because I've gotten better, is me.
Transparency
at 9:14. And it's just like, it's more of, it's not like a jealousy thing. Look at it like that. It's more of me not feeling insecure about me, about my body or something like that. And it's like, I'm always like fidgeting or not in public. But we're together and we, whatever, it's cool. It never like shows up there because I got
you was a little weird in public. I do have to admit that.
I'm not weird in public, but it's more like when I'm with somebody, like it's just different. And I feel like, man, I want you. You're fine the way you are. Like, there's no way you believe that. So my brain did that thing where it's like, nope, I got to make sure I do this, I do this. And then I get myself to like, okay, but by that time.
I know what you should do.
Before
you leave the house, hit the do set. You'll feel a whole lot better.
Stupid. Yeah, but that's that was my repeated pattern. I was so insecure about myself.
So you stopped it now?
Yeah, I've stopped that now because I realized that, because I've talked to I've talked to exes and they're like, no, this wasn't that, it wasn't that, but that wasn't the thing that did it. It was other stupid shit. But it wasn't that did it, but that was something that I was like, well, what was it that, really, other than that, there was no complaints.
For me, I don't even think I've cared enough to ask them what problem they've had with me.
Why not? There's another side of us. There's a whole other side of us. Fuck them.
Usually for me, I am more concerned with the shit that I put up with.
Yeah.
Not with what I gave out.
I
everybody should do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
Therapy is
therapy is
I
life.
just need a better therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I told
And
you
I
what
had
kind
went
of
to-
therapist I want.
And I went to a marriage.
Counseling.
Yeah, I went to marriage counseling.
No,
That was different.
Yeah, it is. I feel like for me, like it's not that their value or me didn't matter, or their value didn't matter in what they thought I could have done right or wrong, but I was no longer going to be dating them. And so their opinion didn't matter because their opinion is based on if I was in a relationship with them, to me. And maybe their opinion could have been well-rounded. It could have been, for anyone that I was getting into a relationship with. But for me, I usually receive whatever opinion they based or had for me was based on them being the blueprint. And so since I knew I didn't want them and they didn't want me, I really didn't care what they had to say in regards to me. For
Are y'all
me,
still friends?
absolutely. One of them is joining us on the live if he's still on here. I am still friends with exes on social media.
What do I need to look at myself?
I promise you, because I don't leave with any animosity. There's no hate there. It's
So what's wrong with
having that conversation?
Yeah, that's why. And I don't think you should have it immediately afterwards, but I think like you'll talk to I'm not saying
because I already know for me in space and time is a big factor. A lot of my relationships I was young. So the 22, 23, 25 in me and 25 and 30 are two really different people.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are different people, and so I'm
and
over
30 and up.
I should say.
Yeah.
And so now I'm 30 and up. I'm a different individual. So yes, you can give me introspective on the individual that you had a relationship at that time, but I'm no longer that person. So it's not that it doesn't have weight or value, but
But what if it's this is why I say that. What if it's a repeated pattern?
That you don't notice yourself.
That you don't notice, like you may not see. Like I've always been told that I'm a robot.
Mm.
Like at times, because see what I'm talking about. I've been told I'm a robot because at times I'm not listening to that shit, but because I don't seem to like. In my eyes, I'm not wasting time on dumb arguments.
Yeah.
Let me explain what I mean a dumb argument. Right? I was with a girl, and I had times I took the trash out. Trash was never an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the trash out either at night or early in the morning if I go to work. That's how I'm taking the trash out. It's never been an issue, never stuck with the house. It's never been in the house. The trash man never missed it. None of that happened. So she got mad at the times I took the trash out. What are you getting mad at me about the time I take the trash out for if the trash is getting taken out? That's a stupid argument to me.
Yeah.
This foot massage is pretty good.
The monster in the basement. I'm going to say for me, I do a lot of reflection. I am my biggest critic. And so having left and exited relationships, having had male friends, and counsel of my father and my brothers, because and I'm heavy on that. I feel like I can pinpoint, and I'm not in denial of who I am and what I bring to the table. I feel like if I lived in a heavier end of denial, then it could be a bigger issue and problem for me. But because that's not where I lie, I totally own ownership of my bullshit. It's easier to take. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's easier for me to receive what somebody says, but I know I fucked up in certain situations with my past relationships. I know I was the problem. I know there was actions that I did. I was heavy on the streets. I was heavy out and about with my girlfriends. I was, I had to clean that up.
Oh, look at that. Like, she saying that shit. I was heavy in the streets. They called me Kilo Va.
Listen, I was thug all day, every day, okay? But yes, no, I definitely was out and about. And yeah.
Okay.
So I had to make modifications when I proceeded in my next relationship. What's working and what wasn't working.
Self-reflection. It's
I
self-reflection.
got a question, but I'm going to let
read the comments. Yeah, read the comments. There's a lot of comments. Someone said, I definitely agree. You have to put the work in. Good sex can come from anyone. It's all about how you feel about the person. That's what makes the sex crazy. Sharon,
Preach.
I don't know what Sharon said what to, but you know, I don't remember what that was. A lot. We all are selfish on what we like. It's like if my mate doesn't like what I like, you move on.
No, I'm heavy on the compromise. I feel like if you invest in a person, then I want to see how we can make it work. I'm not
That's
somebody to just throw it away. Like, I want to figure out. I mean, I'm not here to cut puzzle pieces to make them fit where they shouldn't. However, you know, we got putty clay. It can go any way we need it to go.
I'm not here either to build a bear.
Fuck no, not building bears.
Putty?
Putty? You don't. You know how putty comes in shapers?
I know how to make the vases.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here
Shout
thinking
out to
about
Ghost. Whoopi Goldberg.
I know.
Patrick Swayze.
I know. And I'm trying to figure out, in my question, when you were heavy in the streets in your 20s,
yeah,
did it mess your relationships up?
Absolutely. Me.
But how? I've never heard the woman's side of the story. It's always been the dudes like, man, she don't want us to go out tonight.
Let me tell you something. I have had great relationships in regards to my exes being I don't want to say flexible, but being considerate of what I wanted. I was in college when I got into my first serious relationship. We lived in different cities, and I was like in parties, doing whatever I wanted to do, and they're at work. They're working overtime. They're at home. And so that was a different degree. Then when I actually was in a relationship where I lived with someone, I still was out and about. It was like, now I got money. I want to travel. I want to be out with my, I want to do these different things. And so I was given the allowance to do those things, but that leash will choke you up. And you don't even know it. And so for me, it's gotten in the way. My desire to experience life sometimes conflicted with relationships and longevity.
But
has it ever been to a point where your friends had to like help you get out of the house?
What you mean?
Well, I guess
there was always I'm with her, she with me, running line, and it was just always sustained. Yeah, you was with me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No. We had it to a point where I think we had to call him.
Nah.
I think we had to call one of my homies while his girl was there. He put it on speaker while his girl was there, and tell him, yo, we need you to go do such and such. And
y'all did a whole production.
No.
Oh, what? Do you think? Listen, dudes do the dumbest shit ever when we all together just drinking.
No, we never had to do a call for freedom.
Oh, yes, we did. We had to do a call for freedom.
We never had to do the call for freedom, but there was a lot of calls to bail out if the date or some shit went left or went wrong.
That for sure.
Yeah.
Man, dang, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No, we just left.
Yeah.
No, it was calls.
Calls to get out of
tough situations.
Especially like if a girl like you had one of them ignorant girls that just like they want to do all this extra stuff, but they ain't want to do nothing with you. Could you? Here you go, $20. You go get the gas and pull off.
Oh God. No.
And pull off.
Oh, it's common.
Okay, so we got a comment that says no, you have to compromise. And the other one was that's when you first start off. I think that's with the being selfish and then just walking off after sex isn't good or moving on. And then someone said a call to freedom. A call for freedom. Yeah.
So sometimes you need those calls for freedom. And I thought I had a call for freedom one time, and my girl took my goddamn ID. You know you ain't gonna run around no ID.
What?
Black man in America no ID. You going to jail.
This is why you need to have a passport because. Alright, I may not have my driver's license, but I can still show that I'm a citizen.
Exactly.
This was before, bouncers was taking the joint that you had the picture of your phone.
Shit.
This is before those days.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And she took my ID.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So, have you ever, and you mentioned this kind of in your comment about, people taking pictures and they not being aware of their background. have you ever been in a situation where you just thought you was gonna be in there like swimwear, and then you got to the house and you was like, "This is an episode of Hoarders."
Evie.
It wasn't Hoarders. It was an episode of Who the Fuck Went To. Like the house was to the left. I was like, I don't think I want none of this pussy. That's just something you say. And then I seen the roach, and I was like, oh no, you ain't coming home with me, player.
You ain't see the TikTok? How many of y'all gonna be here?
How many y'all gonna be here? Wow.
No.
See, no.
It was that bad. And again, I just left.
You know, that is awful. I've walked into a situation like that, and I guess guys wouldn't expect men to be dirty. I've walked in some of the cleanest, well organized houses ever, but there has been some I'm just like, it's more, you know what it is? It's more of someone who had a roommate.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I like how you clean that up. Roommate, I like that. That was a good cleanup.
no, roommate.
Yeah, I know both of them motherfuckers dirty.
No, but it's more, it's not like the dirty thing. It's more like they always around thing. And it was like,
And you can't walk around naked?
like you can't really do anything because they're like, yeah, that's my boy, or not even a roommate. Correction, friend who's staying on the couch.
Nah.
And I'm like, so how long?
Nah.
Right, but he's a hobo.
That is a whole other conversation because nobody asks dudes where they live at. They always look my man's in them.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is your man's in them?
Exactly.
Girls don't ask those questions where
Yo,
you live at.
where are you living? Who
Right.
is your man's in them?
But
But
he's
yeah.
staying on the couch.
Yeah.
The legs is on the couch.
What they say on How High? He was like, third floor, 32, on the couch.
On the couch, right? But it's like, and then he literally lives on the couch because he has all this little stuff around, and it's just like, okay, so you just go, how long you been there? You said a
2
couple
years.
couple
2
months,
years
but it's been like,
straight
yeah,
No,
2 years.
you know what the lie is. As soon as he gets his income tax, he's gonna move.
Yeah, he just
Income
figured
tax
it
come,
out.
IRS took it. You
Right.
know what the lie is.
Right.
Child
Then
support.
they, you know what? This is what I don't understand.
Child
I know I'm
support,
jumping,
child.
but they be bringing women home
On the couch.
on the couch.
Them girls love that couch.
No,
Them
No.
girls love that couch.
no.
They love that couch.
They keep you on the couch. They don't go to a
They don't love
bedroom.
you.
That's where they live.
They love that couch. And
They crush you on somebody's
listen,
couch.
and they share a trash bag together full of clothes.
Not the trash bag.
Yeah.
The clear
And
one.
she
or
wear,
the
and she
black
wear,
one?
and when she feel like she want to get a little nasty, she wear his t-shirt just around the joint. Nothing
Clear
else.
one or the black trash bag?
The black trash bag. You got to go scuffle through it.
Shut up.
I hate you.
I hate
no.
Y'all act like y'all don't know these people. I know these people for real.
I'm sure you do. But
Listen,
Listen.
no. For me, and this was my Philly experience, is you don't know that the person you're dating is a squatter. You go to the place and they're going in and out of the residence and there's light and there's, water, but they're really not a tenant. They are a squatter. And yeah, I've had that experience. Like, shout out to them, they stepped it up a notch from being,
perfection.
you know what I
There's some
mean?
squatters out there now. They done built stuff in the house. They got cable. There's some squatters in there now. Get mail, okay? They are really.
That was them. They got mail. They grocery shop. They had running water, electricity.
Got brand new appliances.
Listen, I'm from Jersey, so if you have a house, you have a house. I don't even think about it. There are no squatters in South Jersey. South Jersey, I'm going to specify that. Who knows what goes on in Camden? But South Jersey,
Camden ain't South Jersey.
It is.
but where we
You gonna lie to all these people
I'm
like
sorry.
that? Let them know.
It is South
It is
Jersey.
South Jersey.
I correct myself, but where I come from, if you squatting,
There's people that squat in Sicklerville. I know them motherfuckers. Alright? Y'all not gonna sit here and act like Jersey just so uppity, alright? There's people that squat in Sicklerville, and what's the last train ride on the back up? What's that?
What?
Inglewood or what is it? Lindenwood? Lindenwood.
Oh, Lindenwood.
There's a lot of Lindenwood squatting flockers too.
maybe.
Trenton.
And we Glassboro. I'm gonna put it out there, Glassboro. I want to see a squatter in Glassboro. If you're on here and you're a squatter in Glassboro, put a flag up. But
And they're using the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I'm just gonna say that they didn't care.
Shut up.
However, for me, being naive from New Jersey, that squatter experience, you think that person really owns, rents, lives in this place, and then you see the sheriff drawn on the door.
Right.
That is the game changer. Like, what you mean you got to go and go right now? Like, what?
Oh, don't feel bad. I was naive at once too. Now my dad worked for Philadelphia Housing, so this should have been a slap in the face for me. So I went to the girl's house and I was just like, you know, the whole house is eggshell white. You know what I mean? And the doorknob went down like that. You know, that's all let you know you in government housing. All that stuff let you know you're in government housing. So then she was like, I got an inspection. I'm like, who come and inspect your house? Like, wait a minute. You mean you got an inspection? Yeah, I got an inspection. You gotta go. What do you mean the inspection? And then she cleaned it, wiping down walls and everything. I'm like, this is a government house. She had me thinking she was big balling. This is an $8 a month house price. She lives in.
Fucking $8. No, for real. I see no $8
$8 a month house. This
listen.
Waka Flocka guy talked all this BS and all this big boy stuff. I should have known.
So does this bring us into the realm of this is a different level of homosexuals? What did you call it?
Give the definition.
Homeless. I know it's
You call it something else.
Yeah, Gilly calls it homeless sexuals.
He goes homeless sexuals. It's homosexual. It's a real thing.
Yeah, they are screwing to find somewhere to live.
Yeah, it is.
That's why they give it up good.
That is the person that gets in a relationship for the sake of housing.
It's not the same as cuffing.
No,
it's not the same as cuffing.
It is not.
Let's be clear.
They can run coincide.
No,
they can run coincide.
They link.
Cuffing and
they link like a queen.
Yeah, they can cuffing season because it gets cold, and homosexual because you can usually navigate the hotter weather being homeless a little bit better than you can when it's cold.
Right.
Homosexual is a real situation. Hey, we can.
Okay, I got a couple comments
before I get into mine.
Okay. Who's skipping?
Skipping?
Yeah. Not McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's Guru. Hey, Guru. I see you.
Don't say that to him like that.
Why?
I can see him next week now. Here we go.
Hey,
The girl like me. I see the girl you sit next to.
Don't pull him out there like that.
That's how he gonna be. He gonna say he gonna take a trip to ATL. That's what he gonna say next. That's what he gonna say next.
Oh my gosh, I cannot. What was your question?
I know. Remember, I always question someone's. Always.
Before it became a term.
Where do you live? If I'm going to put it out there. If somebody who's never at home, you're never at home. You're never at home. You're always out in the streets. You're always doing something, or you're quick to move. I'm questioning that because yes, I like to be out and about too. But there are times that I want to be in my house. I want to be chilling. I don't want to go out. Like right now, it is a monsoon tornado / whatever. I mean, we are going out. But in normal circumstances, I would normally be in the house with that. But these are the people that is not only out, but they are tri-state with it. Like, you leaving New Jersey, you going to Delaware, you going to Philly, you just can't be in your skin.
You just can't sit still.
You can't sit still. I question those people who can't sit still.
Yeah.
But what if they can't answer?
What you mean?
Maybe they got some hidden agendas.
Yeah, to move in.
Yes.
That's the homosexual.
No. They don't need to live with you.
Right, but
they do some other things.
Like what?
Trapping?
Yes.
Oh.
That's fine. But not
here.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Not here. You not cooking up coke over here. No. Like,
no, they ain't doing that with you. They don't need no new motherfucking people watching them.
No. So they basically using the house as a safe house.
They just moving from place to place.
No.
Gotcha.
No.
That's personal. Keep that.
Keep that over there.
To the left.
No.
And then you got some other guys who don't want to let girls know how much money they really make.
I don't care.
There's some guys that actually own a bunch of houses in different tri-states, so they got to move around from place to place.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that either.
That's bullshit.
I don't buy that because everybody wants a home. Everybody wants a home. You can have a house, but you don't always have a home, and that is a different situation. So, for me, if you're constantly on the road, that's because you don't have a home, and that is where the homosexual part comes in. you don't have a place that you can feel comfortable, that you can be vulnerable, and that you can get your needs met. And so for me, I'm not willing to give that to any and everybody. There's, once again, TikTok, the guy, I was like, oh no, you got smells over there I never smelled before. Who doing the cooking? We doing the cooking? What Netflix show are we watching? Because you came over, you got what you got, and you experienced what you experienced over here, and you don't want to let it go.
Oh no, what if they don't? Okay, saying all that, and they got the business that I'm talking about. They don't really be here like that. Like, they just came because you asked them to come over, and then other than that, they out. Like, right afterwards, they out.
No, that's not okay either.
Yeah.
Well, that's not okay.
That's not okay either.
So unless you just, I'm sorry, what time is it? Unless you just,
that's not okay
unless
either.
you just a fun time, just whatever, that's a different story.
But they gotta go and they gotta check on them houses.
No.
So they gotta explain that if y'all not together.
You're not gonna be running in and out my house.
so wait a minute. You ain't about to be staying in this house, but you ain't about to be running out this house. What the hell are we supposed to be doing? That's what I'm trying to figure this shit out. I can't be in this much longer because time is money.
Call McNates. My time is money as well.
Time is money. I only sleep 6 hours a night.
I don't care.
Because I gotta keep it moving.
And you're not using my house as a napping station.
I ain't sleeping there. I'm out.
No.
We did. I'm out. I can't leave.
Fuck that.
No.
My
wait a minute.
time is not going to be dictated to your time schedule. No.
You called me over here.
No. And you should know that time, that period of time, has extended warranties. It does not mean what it says. Okay?
Listen.
So you called me over here. We chill. We watch the movie. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
We watch the movie because they always make you watch a movie before you get the draws. Now I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, I'm gonna skip that part. But we do our thing. We get the draws. Now I get a phone call. Javier done fucked up on the house. I gotta go.
First of all, relax. Because you are out of pocket for that. First of all.
What? Why did you watch the movie?
No! Because you're
Javier?
talking about somebody in your phone call. Like we just talked about getting them out of freedom. Oh no.
Freedom call.
This is one of my, how fake does that sound? This is one of my houses. I gotta go right at this moment. First of all.
Javier done fucked up?
So
at night?
I got 3 phones. Javier done fucked up.
Let me tell you
I got
something.
3 phones, right? Javier done fucked up.
Let me tell you something.
You gonna stop the bankroll? We gotta stop the bankroll because you want me to stay extended water people?
Are you doing anything with my bankroll? Like, is your bankroll affecting me? Oh, it's not? Alright. So no.
As of right now, we're just part-time lovers. You heard what Stevie wanted to say.
First of all, for me, because I understand trapping. I get it. I love New Jack City, one of my favorite movies. I get it. You gotta go to the pager. Listen, the pager goes off. You gotta go. You gotta answer that call. I get it. But you're gonna get about a couple times with that before that's a problem because you need to get your shit in line. Period. Whoever's working on the back end need to be fucking fired. You need to pull the cat back, Blue. They're not doing what they need to do because you can't handle your personal life because they constantly calling you.
Probably why
that is a problem for me. So you need to check your people because that's a whole situation. That's a whole problem. I respect money, but you also just need to respect my time and the energy that I'm providing here.
Right.
So part-time, no, absolutely not. Like, this is contractual.
Part-time. We not a relationship. Part-time level.
I don't even know. Hold on, we got a couple comments. They are. Oh my God. Help me, Lord. They almost the same one and is renting for. They're talking about cuffing. Renting for a long time, and the other one is leasing for short term. That's cuffing and the homosexual. Y'all need to stay off TikTok. That's not real life.
It's not.
Oh,
I know.
I don't be on TikTok.
Guru said you see your game is weak, Skippy. I guess you're.
Oh, he called me Skippy. Yo, stop calling me Skippy off the peanut butter jar. He keep calling me. I was like Skippy.
Yeah.
I'm like Skippy. What is this? He been calling me that shit since Tuesday. Because we was talking about OJ. He was like, OJ killed them people. I said, yo, you can't say OJ killed them people. He said, well, Skippy gonna jump off the peanut butter jar. That's how he kept saying.
Allegedly.
Oh my gosh. It said, part-time mean, I can't see that whole thing. Part-time mean give me what I want and leave. You don't even have to wait for a phone call.
God bless, good night.
Right, give me what I want and get the hell on, loser.
I don't think it's. I wouldn't say you're a loser, but
like, no, that's her word. But if it's just for sex, that's a different story because you already know how I roll. Oh, you want me to stay?
That's what you're saying.
Shit.
People watching.
I don't give. Listen, everybody who know me. If I am not in the situation, I just want to, do that. I'm leaving. I don't want to do that whole cuddling up and making up and like. I don't need to do all that. It's just sex.
They so fucking strong with their legs, child.
But I'm not doing all of that, so I get that. But if it's something that's something more to build upon, then no, you're not going to dick and dash.
Their arms and legs. Why your arms and legs so strong? You can't even go to the bathroom. Where you going? Yo, my man. Like, this ain't no wrestling match. Shit.
It is.
Put me in a full fucking submission in this joint. I'm trying to go to the bathroom.
Full four-legged leg lock.
Not four-legged.
Right.
Yeah. You watch those leg locks. That's how people be getting knocked out.
A lot of motherfuckers died.
No, that's how you get knocked out. They hold you.
No, a lot of motherfuckers almost died in the fucking leg locks eating coochie. They almost died.
Whoa there. Whoa, weird.
Wrap these legs around you. You fucking lost oxygen. Your eyes probably. You got to put an arm in there. Make sure you put an arm in there so you get out of there. Because if you don't put an arm in there, you're going down, player. Alright? If you amateur coochie player, put an arm in it.
Oh my God.
Because they gonna lock that shit up, clink, clink. Because you see they not saying nothing, right?
What?
You see what I mean? They gonna go with the, who? Me? No. Yeah. Put an arm in there.
I'm thinking about other, I'm like, damn. Go ahead.
No, y'all think about how many niggas you almost killed. That's what
No.
Little Jerry ain't making it.
Like,
that's why
charge to the game. Charge to that.
That's why the goddamn graveyard is back there. I understand.
Charge to, you know what I'm saying?
You felt you were built for tough.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you gotta be certain to ride this ride. But what I'm
that's why I drink Douce. It give you a whole other strength and energy.
So
you get on out of there.
So Douce is a new Hennessy strength because I swear he will be guzzling that Hennessy thinking this is a substitute for Viagra or whatever the heck they need to keep them strong.
I ain't never say that about Henny. Henny ain't never do that.
No, plenty of guys.
People do say that though. They say anything is possible.
Yeah.
A nap.
A nap.
Oh,
we got a bunch of comments. I can't roll like that. Oh, stop it. You sisters are hopeless romantic.
Possibly.
Hopeful romantic. Thank you. Hopeful.
What was the hopeless? Why y'all say a hopeless romantic? Y'all down for whatever?
No. Hopeless romantic. I said hopeless romantic. He said we're a bunch of hopeless romantic. It's definitely a wrestling match. Yeah.
Who said that?
Mine open.
Let me read that.
No.
That probably was a woman. I bet 10 to 1 it was a woman.
It's a woman.
I told you, give me $20. I told you, 10 to 1 it was a woman. That was $2 shot. That's $20.
What? Dennis is a fool.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta put that arm in there.
Listen, and she also said that arm would get locked up too.
No.
Oh,
make sure it's our same arm. Never mind.
First of all, you'll drown first. Anyway, so moving right along, I think we're at our time. I remember we got like 5 minutes.
All right.
How many more questions you got?
Listen,
this is
a wild card.
This is a wild card show.
This
is all off the cuff. So, have you asked the question that you want to ask?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling them left and right.
Nah, I'll take y'all questions. I'm ready for the whatever y'all audition out.
Listen, okay. Thank you everybody, by the way, for joining the Wildcard show with Dennis Skippy Holmes.
Ooh.
She used to call me All the Wishes.
Ooh. I did used to call All the Wishes. Skippy Holmes from Ignorant Thinkers Podcast. Tomorrow is Saturday, and he has his side join tomorrow morning
at 10 a.m.
Is it 10:30 now?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. We're going to be on the side join.
On the side join in the morning.
So
go ahead, bye.
So me and Elise, when we did, all the things you couldn't ask, what is a question that you would feel to someone that you haven't, either due to the relationship ending or due to just lack of contact, that you hadn't asked? All the things you couldn't ask.
Oh yeah, that was a really good.
I think I asked her a question. I'm kind of one of them dudes just ask everything. I really don't give a fuck. And then if I get a good side or a bad side, it just is what it is. And sometimes there's a lot of bad stuff. So that's usually when I'm the asshole. So.
So I'll ask you one of the questions that were asked on there. Why them and not me?
When you move on.
When that person that you were with has moved.
Oh, I can tell you that. I can tell you why I did that dumb shit. I had wanted something different, and I was getting it from the side joint, right? And the main joint was becoming a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But the side joint was giving me everything a fantasy wanted. So I made the side joint the main joint, and then next thing you know, the fantasy left.
Yeah.
It
happens.
That's I guess what we were talking about earlier. Like, why didn't you just teach the main John the tricks and trades of what you
the
wanted?
Main John had the tricks and trades. Main John didn't want to do all them tricks and trades. It's like she got them there in a box, but it was hiding the seat. You had to go find the box. So then the side John was willing to do all them tricks and trades, right? But then next thing you know, she put them in the fucking box. So then I had to just ask myself, all right, I'm not looking for no more of these fucking boxes. So what the fuck is going on?
No, you have to be willing to play Jumanji. Okay? When you are in a relationship with a woman, it is a constant game of Jumanji.
I feel as though
you don't know what's going to happen. It could be live.
And then see that this is why side Jones will forever live.
Nope.
That's
hoes winning.
Hoes will always be winning because of, and we mean men and women on hoes.
Yeah, we do.
Because of things like that, because of the obstacles you have to go to with the one you love, compared to the non-obstacles you go with the one you don't know.
But I'm going to tell you, I lean heavy on the devil you know versus the one you don't. Because the hoes be winning, the side joints are great, but when you are in a clutch situation where you rely on someone knowing who you are, character and otherwise, I don't got time to unpack all my shit to you to explain to you why you should bet on me. When I've already been invested with somebody who's seen the good, the bad, and in between.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them keep both. Because they feel as though that 80 and that 20 make 100.
Fuck that shit. It makes good spaghetti, but it doesn't make for good relationships.
It's not for healthy relationships, no.
It makes for
good.
It does make for good spaghetti. You are right.
No. So we got a couple comments that says, damn Skippy it is. And there's a comment to Kenyatta. No, Kenyatta said that. What were you doing to her to pull them tricks out the box? Sex starts in the head first. He's wrong as hell. That's just sex. And
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. The head was amazing. That's what you asking. I'm just saying. But
that can be taught. That can be taught.
That can be taught.
I'm telling you, that can be taught. That can be taught.
So wait,
but if you get it without teaching, it's just like.
Yeah, I guess.
But let me ask you something. I always ask people questions.
Teacher's pet for a reason.
Yeah, but so with head and sex, okay? Because would you, if you had to give one up, like, because I think a lot of guys. So I had a conversation with guys, friends of mine, and they were like, a lot of women have good pussy, but they can't give the good head.
Right, and I met some girls that I got some girls that don't got good coochie, got better head.
Right,
but the majority is the good coochie.
Right,
right, and then you met some girls that got a coochie butt. So
what?
Yeah, the coochie going, so you better put it in the butt.
No, that's next level.
The walls of the coochie is dead.
We didn't even get
lunch meat. You ever see lunch meat on the hoagie?
That is the next level X-rated conversation. No. Coochie butt. No.
Coochie butt.
No. No.
Everybody got something to say about coochie butt.
No. Don't please.
No, don't say that.
Guru, tell them about the coochie butt.
No, don't tell us. No.
That's not what she was saying. He knows damn well when I was talking about oral. I was talking about mental stimulation. You have to be able to stimulate my mind.
About.
You know, he was being it.
Is that Mocha?
Yes, that's Mocha.
Oh, she is good. She good in the comments too. She talks shit in the comments. Damn, she good.
Skipping you back in the 8th. Oh no. Okay. He's talking to you. That's a message to you. Sound like he messing with some basic female.
Ooh.
I had some basic. I had some basic. I had some bad. I had some had some ones that felt as though they was upper echelon, but really was just as ghetto as my ass. And I've had some ones that's been uppity.
Which one can you grow from?
Only female I feel as though I can grow with is one that wants to grow with me.
Right.
I can't really sit here and say, oh yeah, the uppity John grow with her because she got all this and everything together. Then we could just it may not work out like that. I'm not just gonna bank on because you got everything together.
Okay.
I'd rather just I'd rather build together. If we both broke, then we'll just ain't nowhere to go but up.
I hear that.
All right. Well, usually I'm the one sending messages that we are over our time. Right now here in Philly, production live in living color with Mr. Dennis Holmes.
You forgot his name?
She forgot my name.
Because I don't call him that. So
tell everybody what you call me then.
Hookah. So if we're gonna have everybody calling you that now.
Right.
But I'm here with him. Tell him about what you got going on again. We closing this out. We got things to do. I don't hear no rain anymore, thank goodness, because I gotta get my costume on. Kick off the weekend. Go ahead, tell them one time, good time. What's going on tomorrow morning?
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the New Thinker Podcast on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook.
Everywhere.
Make sure you can just go on Dennis Holmes and click the link in my bio. And besides that, like I said, we got a show every Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
With the chocolate girl.
This Sunday, we should be coming back at 10 a.m. with the Archer League Sports. On Monday, I do Monday Quarterback with June. Tuesday's Talking Was Tuesday. And Stay Tuned is right after that at 10 o'clock. Wednesday's Wild Wednesday. And at 10 o'clock on Wednesday is the Buck Flair Show. So, I guess you would say I'm kind of busy.
Hardest working man in the podcast game right now.
You see a t-shirt. I'm at the hoodie.
Yeah, which, by the way, I'm going to read these couple more comments really quickly. Yes, Mocha J said, where my sweatshirt at?
I got you, Mocha. I got bad vendors. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I want mine too. I think communication and compromise plays a huge role. Yes, he can grow when she gets his ass in a full
Who put me in full? Who said that?
Guru. Y'all in the... don't listen, Guru.
There you go, Guru. What you say? What you say, Guru?
Cool. He said that whole Philly. Listen, sir. Don't do that. We were good. We were good. Don't do that. Do that. And yes, shout out to Lachey Squad Source. That is my company. Check it out, squadsourcenow.com. Christmas is coming up. We don't want those gifts for your people. Also, Mocha J is on Miss Pinata. She has a book on Amazon called Fragmented Pieces. Check her out also on her website as well.
Oh yeah, I might have on the side now.
Yeah, you need to have on the side down. And
read the book first.
Yes, read the book. And Lachey, who is that Amari Eats, always supporting us. But Lachey with her Another Shade of Light as well. Her candles are amazing and her melts I live for. And she also
got the candles with the reef in it?
Not the reef, no, that's mine. No reef in it.
No reef in it?
No reef in it. But yeah, that's it. And I
Sprinkle
weed. Yeah, I can like you and not like those Philly streets. Okay, but that's my city. All right. But what do we usually say at the end of every show?
Don't forget
to wash your hands.
To wash
them nasty hands. Wash them hands.
Wash them hands.
We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Thank you for joining.
We miss you, Sadie's.
We miss you, Sadie's B.
They ain't say it. I said it.
Oh, Dennis. Oh, he's trying to earn a spot, y'all. 4th member.